welcome to another ASMR yoga session. This is gonna be like a New Year's yoga, okay? So we're gonna make some resolutions, some New Year's resolutions. You have the option of having a notebook with you. You don't need it. You can mentally make your New Year's resolutions, or you can have a notebook. But as you can see, my cat currently is occupying my notebook. So let's just take this time to take some deep breaths. Sit in a seated position. This is good for our root chakra. This yoga session is going to be an all chakra yoga session, okay? So we are going to be doing yoga poses that focus on each of the 7 chakras. Okay, so sit in a seated, oh, there we go, there we go. My notebook is free, we will be using that, okay? So if you do have your notebook, go ahead and get that. And if you do not want to use a notebook, just remain in a seated position, okay? And we're gonna just start with some deep breaths just to help us get clear, okay? So clear your mind. So breathe in. Okay, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 4. Okay. Let's do those 2 more times. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. Now, if you do have your notebook, go ahead and write 3 New Year's resolutions you have for 2026, or whenever you are watching this, because this video is timeless. You know, if you want to make resolutions regardless of the new year, you know, regardless of if it's in the middle of the year, the beginning of the year, the end of the, I don't know, you know, go ahead and write 3 New Year's resolutions of yours. And if you are not writing, just go ahead and just mentally take note of 3 resolutions you have, okay? So we'll just take a moment, write our resolutions, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I actually wrote 4 resolutions because I thought of another one. So it's okay if you exceed 3, okay? So yes, if you're done, let's move on to our yoga session. But if you are not, you can go ahead and pause the video and continue thinking about what your resolutions are for the new year. We are going to begin with the base, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to take the soles of your feet and just put them together like this, okay? So kind of like a butterfly position here. And make sure your chest is up, okay? Your core is slightly engaged, okay? Your back is straight, okay? Open your feet up like a book, okay? Let's just open our feet up like a book. You should be able to feel this stretch in your hips, which is our intention here with, you know, activating our base chakra. So, and if you feel available to do this, you can go ahead and start leaning forward, but don't hunch forward. Keep your back straight and see how far you can go, just kind of tilting your chest forward like this, okay? But don't strain yourself. Feel free to like reach in front of you, okay? And just see how that feels. You should feel a deeper stretch in your hip there. Okay. Now let's move on to straddling our legs like this. Okay, so once your legs are just kind of opened as much as you possibly can without it hurting too much, this is how far I can go. We are going to simply keep our chest up, right? Keep your back straight, but inch yourself forward, lean forward, and again, you should feel that right in over here, okay? You should feel it there. And if you would like, you can just keep inching forward. See how far you can go without it straining you. And just remembering to breathe into that hip, the base chakra area that we're stretching. Okay, now we are going to take our arms, reach them, and then take your right arm, or you can mirror me if you want, take your left arm, rest it here, and reach that right arm to your your left foot. Reach your right arm to your left foot and feeling that stretch right in your lower back and your side, okay? Keeping that chest open, okay? Breathing into that side. And let's come back. And you're going to do the other side. So take that right arm, rest it here. Take the left arm, reach it to your right foot. Okay? Gently, while also keeping your chest open. You don't have to flex your feet. You can point them if you want. It's just a habit of mine to flex my feet. Okay, so we're done with straddling. Let's just come up gently. Take your legs out of that straddle position. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to activate our base and sacral chakra, but I think this is more of a sacral chakra thing because it's kind of like a, schmexy kind of move, but we're just kind of gonna like swivel our hips, just like get into that like energy, get into that sacral chakra energy where you're just moving your hips, okay? Just moving them around. See if you can notice just what that's like activating for you. Do you feel kind of like it's fun? Like it's kind of like a fun feeling to just move your hips, swivel them around. See how like if you can like go up and down like that, you know what I'm saying? It kind of feels really good, okay? And I just wanted to like share this exercise with you. Getting in touch with your sensuality, okay? Okay, I think that's enough of that. We are going to go into a downward dog now. So, as I've said in previous videos, what I like to do, especially if I'm in the bed and I'm doing a downward dog, is I grab the fabric, because I find that when I do a downward dog and I don't have anything to grab, it's like my hands slip. It's probably meant to be like that, but it's just like I love having something to grab while I'm doing a downward dog. So let's go into that now. Feeling free to grab your bedding and go into that downward dog. Just kind of walk it out, okay? Feel that stretch in your calves when you walk it out, okay? It can be a very stimulating kind of position. Something else I like to do, especially since we're working on the sacral chakra, is just kind of move your hips while in a downward dog, okay? Like this, side to side, just kind of moving your hips. I find that creates a nice stretch there. My socks are falling off. Okay, let's come out of that and let's see, what else do we have? We have the downward dog. We are going to move into solar plexus now, but I feel like these exercises also kind of stimulate the sacral still. So we're going to do some cats and cows, but we're also going to do kind of my version of them. Or it's not my version, but it's a version I've seen that I favor in particular. But first we're just going to start off regular cats and cows, but also this kind of feels really good when you like kind of stomp, lightly shift your weight from knee to knee. It kind of feels good. Or like when you just kind of, again, wiggle your hips. Swivel your hips while in this position, okay? Okay, so open your chest like this, okay? Feel free to bend your arms a little bit too. Breathe in. And then go to a cat around your back. Tuck in your head and breathe out. Let's do that a couple more times. Breathe in. And then cat. Breathe out. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some rotating cats and cows. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to kind of scoop your chest low in the cow. So you're going in a circle. In the first half of the circle, you're doing a cow. In the second half of the circle, you're doing a cat. Okay, you're circling with your chest, with your body. You're drawing a circle with your chest. Okay, so let's do this. So you're doing a cow. You're opening. Breathe out. Other half of the circle in a cat. Okay, let's rotate or do the other direction, right, of circles. Okay, so if you were doing counterclockwise, you're doing clockwise now, and vice versa. Okay, so let's switch our direction. 3 more cats and cows. Cow, cat, cow, cat, cow, cat. Okay, so that was fun. To continue on with our solar plexus, we're going to do a twist, okay? So you're gonna bend your leg in here. You can mirror me if you want, but I'm bending my right leg. And you're going to cross your left leg over your right leg like this. And you're gonna take your right arm, grab that left knee, and just kind of do a twist here, kind of hug that left knee, and you should feel a stretch there, but also it's just a nice twist in your back. Okay, look to your left and see if you can kind of tilt your head down to intensify and enhance the twist. Okay, your left hand is behind you. Okay, just breathe here for a second. Okay, so let's switch now. That felt so good. Okay, so you're bending that left leg in here, crossing that right leg over that left leg, and then you're gonna use your left arm, hug that right knee, okay? And then your right hand is in back of you, okay? And you're looking to your right, seeing if you can tilt your head down as well. Breathing here in that twist, feeling it in your glute, but also just in other places of your body as well. Okay, we're gonna move on to Cobra for our heart chakra. So what you're gonna do is you're going to get on your stomach. Like this. And you're going to kind of make sure your core is engaged as well as your glute, okay? And you're going to just kind of slightly push up, open your chest. Open your chest. You also have the option of doing a Sphinx pose, just like this. And you should feel that nice opening in your heart chakra, okay? Maybe see how it feels to look side to side, very gently and slowly look to your right. And look to your left. Maybe look up. Look down. That's a nice stretch in my neck. Very nice. Okay, so now we're going to move this into a melting heart, okay? So you're going to, just like this, slide your arms forward, melt your heart, opening your chest, breathing here. Okay, and now we're gonna transition into our throat chakra. It's like a melting heart, but different, okay? So you're gonna scoot your knees back just a little bit, okay? You're going to take your hands, scoot them back as well, so they're kind of like at your chest, at the sides of your chest when you do this, when you put your chin on the ground, okay? So it should look something like this, okay? So it's kind of like a melting heart, but your knees are just back a little bit. Your hands are to the sides of your chest, okay, on either side of your chest. Your chin is resting on the bed or the floor, wherever you are doing this. And it's to open your throat chakra. But I personally really favor this position. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to our third eye chakra. So what we're gonna do is you're just gonna straighten out your legs, okay? And rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. You're gonna stack your hands and you're gonna rest your forehead on your hands. You're just lying flat on your stomach, okay? And you do have the option of doing a somatic movement here by just shifting your hips gently side to side, like so. Just kind of wiggling your hips side to side, okay? You might feel a release from doing this movement. Okay. Now, let's do child's pose for the third eye as well. So, it's for the third eye because you're stimulating your third eye by resting your forehead on the ground. And then in our last position, it was because we were resting our forehead on our hands. Okay, so rest that forehead on your bed or the ground. Maybe massage it, move your head side to side like this. My breathing sounds weird. And embrace the stillness of this position, like you're in your own little world here. Becoming aware of your body. It's just you in child's pose. Connecting with yourself. Okay, next we are going to do corpse pose. So we're just gonna flip over onto our backs, okay? Okay, so we're just on our back now. Get comfortable. And you do have the option of just lying flat, or you can bring the soles of your feet together. Okay? We're just gonna breathe here. Allow your energy to circulate. Okay? Your prana. Allowing this session to just manifest your resolutions, open your chakras, balance them. And just breathe here. You are the version of you whose resolutions are already true. You're the version of you who has accomplished all your resolutions for the new year. And I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it. A few more breaths here. Okay, that concludes our yoga session. I hope you enjoyed this yoga session, and I believe in you for this new year. May you accomplish all your resolutions that I wrote down. Happy New Year. And yes, okay, so bye.